Oh my God, Eshel. My favorite audience of the year. Woo! But it's January. So the next 11 months are downhill. That's Jews, always looking at the upside. Everybody enjoying the weekend? Yeah, well, just remember, Eshel has a strict confidentiality policy, and we keep to it pretty good. For example, in June, we had a Shabbaton, a retreat, on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and absolutely no one heard about it. Oh my God. It was in the Jewish newspapers, the Jewish blogs, the Jews for Jesus. Oh my God.
Nobody's gonna hear you now.
Mics are like Eshel. Sometimes you have to hold down the bottom. There you go. Anyway, the Jews for Jesus, more conflicted than we are, which is why they hate us twice. Slow burn on that one, huh, folks? What else happened last year? White men got angry. There's a shocker. And we all know why. The Ghostbusters remake. You know, because it starred 4 females. Guys actually debated whether women can be good comedians, which is ridiculous and confusing to me because I'm trans. What, did I used to be funny? What else? In June, an Orthodox Jewish group was at New York's LGBT Pride. And I guess brought out all kinds of haters. I even heard a lady ask, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, what's next? A fisting parade? Nah, not a good kink for marching. And I'm always disappointed when someone from my hometown of New York is shocked or offended at something a little outside their comfort zone. I mean, New York has so much diversity, so many different cultures. We should see things differently. Like the Trump harassment allegations. One of the New York papers called him a womanizer. Doesn't womanizer sound like a machine that does sex change surgeries? Oh, I hate the media. And now I get my news on Facebook. And I saw an article there about a priest who said that gay sex is like cramming a bagel in your ear. He's doing it wrong. Also, with lesbian, bisexual, and transgender to choose from, why do religious leaders always protest the gay? Is it because the Bible said that sex between men is an abomination? The Bible says the same thing about shellfish, but only one of those 2 will give you crabs. That one has a ripple effect. So wherever I go, people test my limits, try to offend or shock me. Like a while back, a guy asked, "You're Jewish transsexual? Did you have the surgery?" Nope, this is my original nose. A lady at a show asked me about the cannibal cop. That was the police officer who a while back fantasized about chopping up women and eating them with barbecue sauce. Yeah, not a good idea for him. Ellen DeGeneres is a lesbian from Louisiana. She's qualified to eat women with barbecue sauce. And I found that people from remote areas or small towns are more easily taken aback because they haven't had a chance to explore their options. Like, when I was a baby tranny, I experimented with, what, baby tranny? Baby tranny is a term that should be hyphenated, because otherwise it seems miraculous. Anyway, when I was a baby tranny, I experimented with alternative sexuality. And one of my stops was what's called BDSM. That's bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism. Also known as yeshiva day school. Yeah. Some friends invited me to a club and I dressed appropriately, you know, black spandex mini dress, garter belt, stockings, heels, makeup, jewelry. I was looking pretty hot and this woman said, "What? It could happen." I was young and pretty once. Anyway, at the club, this woman starts to flirt with me. "Boy, I would love to beat your ass." I was so confused. Growing up, that was recess. Now it's a pickup line. And I come back the next week, a Hasidic guy is in the room with a 6-foot-tall dominatrix on top of him. You know, she's got him cuffed at the hands and tied at the feet. And I wanted to bond with my peeps. My peeps? Nobody over 40 should say peeps. Unless you're aiming binoculars through a neighbor's window. Anyway, I wanted to, you know, ease the awkwardness and think of something comforting to say. But all that came out was Avadim Hayinu Hayinu. Everybody! Avadim Hayinu. All right, fine. There's gonna be a lot more singers too that are better than me. But my friends, not just you, but my other friends who couldn't make it here this weekend are fine with my being trans. Some don't like that I'm Orthodox Jewish. They think it's sexist because the men say a prayer thanking God they weren't born a woman. No big deal. I also thank God they weren't born women. Now, the radical feminists say that transsexuals are tools of the patriarchy. That's ridiculous. How could we be tools of the patriarchy when the thing we remove is our tool of the patriarchy? Good night.